Most people think fat burning happens only when you're moving, during your workouts, when you're sweating, or when you're counting steps on your fitness tracker. But the truth is, your body's most powerful fat burning window isn't when you're awake and active, it's when you're asleep. That's right. The real fat burning magic happens at night. But here's the catch. Most people never actually enter that fat burning mode because of one simple reason: their insulin levels never drop low enough. Think about it like this. Your body has two switches. One says, store fat. The other says, burn fat. When insulin is high, the storage switch stays on. When insulin drops, your body finally flips to the burning mode. But here's the problem. Most of us go to bed with insulin still elevated from the foods we've eaten late in the evening. Sugary drinks, snacks, maybe even that late night dessert. So, instead of melting fat overnight, the body spends hours storing it. That's why you can wake up feeling bloated, sluggish, or like the scale just won't move, even though you've been eating clean. Now imagine if you could flip that switch before the day even begins. Imagine if there were a way to prepare your body in the morning, right after waking up, to keep insulin levels steady throughout the day, so that when night comes, your body automatically continues that fat burning rhythm. That's exactly what this morning drink is designed to do. It sets the metabolic tone for the entire day. It's not about the drink being magical. It's about what it signals your hormones to do. See, every single sip of what you consume early in the morning sends a message to your metabolism. If you start your day with sugary coffee creamers, breakfast cereals, or fruit juices, you're telling your body, store mode activated. Insulin spikes, and your body holds on to every ounce of energy it can. But when you start your day with a drink that keeps insulin quiet, one that hydrates, lowers inflammation, and helps regulate blood sugar, you send the opposite message. It's time to burn. Here's what most people overlook. Overnight, your body naturally dips into a mild fasting state. You haven't eaten for 8, maybe 10 hours. This is when fat-burning enzymes are most active. But the moment you consume something sweet or carb-heavy upon waking, you shut that down instantly. The fat-burning window closes. That's why timing and what you put in your body first thing in the morning are critical. The body loves balance. If you wake up and immediately give it something that stabilizes insulin and supports hydration, you extend that fasting state. Your body continues to tap into its own fat stores for fuel. And because your insulin remains low throughout the morning, that effect continues long after you've had the drink. It's like giving your metabolism a quiet nudge in the right direction before you even take your first bite of food. But let's go a little deeper. When insulin levels stay high, your body doesn't just stop burning fat, it also becomes more resistant to the hormone itself. That's when you start noticing belly fat that just won't budge, constant cravings, and energy crashes throughout the day. On the other hand, when insulin stays low, your body becomes more sensitive to it, meaning you can process food more efficiently and store less fat overall. Over time, this resets your metabolism, making it easier to stay lean without feeling deprived. This morning drink plays into that biology perfectly. It works by keeping you in what's called a metabolic fast. You're technically breaking your overnight fast, but not in a way that triggers insulin. Instead, it gently nourishes the body, hydrates the cells, and tells your liver, we're still burning fat for energy. You feel awake, alert, and energized, not because of a sugar rush, but because your body is running on clean, steady energy from stored fat. The beauty of this is how effortless it becomes once you understand the mechanism. You're not chasing quick fixes or starving yourself. You're working with your body's natural rhythms instead of fighting them. Fat loss stops being a battle. It becomes the body's default setting. When you wake up and give your body the right start, everything that follows falls into place. You make better food choices throughout the day because your blood sugar stays stable. Your energy lasts longer. Your cravings fade away. And when you go to bed, insulin is low enough that your body keeps burning fat even in deep sleep. You're literally melting fat while you rest, not because of luck, but because you set up the internal conditions that allow it to happen. And that's the secret most people miss. It's not about doing more or eating less. It's about understanding when your body burns fat best and creating the environment for that to happen naturally. The drink isn't the magic. The message it sends is, when you start your day the right way, your body does the rest. Timing is everything. You can drink the healthiest drink, eat the cleanest food, or take the best supplements, but if you do it at the wrong time, you'll never get the results you're looking for. Your metabolism runs on rhythm, what we call the circadian clock. Every cell in your body follows this rhythm, from your brain to your gut to your fat cells. And what you consume first thing in the morning sends the first signal of the day to that internal clock. It tells your body what kind of day you're about to have, one that burns fat efficiently or one that stores it. When you wake up, your hormones are in a delicate balance. Cortisol is rising to give you energy. Growth hormone, which has been repairing and regenerating tissue overnight, is tapering down. Insulin is at its lowest point after the overnight fast. That's the perfect setup for fat burning. But the moment you eat or drink something sweet, whether it's orange juice, flavored coffee, or even a so-called healthy smoothie, you send a jolt to your insulin. And in seconds, your body flips from burning to storing. That's why the first thing you put in your body each morning is so powerful. It's like pressing the first domino. It sets off a chain reaction for the rest of the day. If you spike insulin early, you'll spend the entire day chasing hunger, fighting cravings, and storing energy as fat. If you keep insulin steady, your body stays in that calm, fat-burning state hour after hour. That's where the right morning drink comes in. It sets the metabolic tone. It tells your body, stay in burn mode. The key is understanding how your body interprets signals. Your metabolism doesn't know coffee with cream or toast with jam. It only knows hormones. When insulin goes up, it locks fat in storage. When insulin stays low, it releases fat to be used as fuel. So by choosing what you drink first thing in the morning, you're deciding which hormonal switch you flip. Most people unknowingly turn on the fat storage switch before they even brush their teeth. That's why the scale doesn't move, even when they're eating less or exercising more. Now, here's where the magic of timing makes all the difference. When you delay your first insulin spike of the day, even by a few hours, you give your body a longer window to stay in fat-burning mode. You extend the benefits of fasting naturally without feeling deprived. The right drink supports this process. It hydrates you, nourishes your cells, and signals your metabolism to keep burning without breaking your fast. It's a gentle way to wake up your system, not shock it. Think of your metabolism like a campfire. When you wake up, the embers are glowing softly. If you toss in dry wood carefully, the fire catches and burns evenly all day. But if you dump in lighter fluid or wet logs, like sugary foods or processed carbs, it smothers the flame and fills the air with smoke. That's what happens when you break your fast the wrong way. Your body struggles to regain balance and fat burning takes a back seat. But when you start the day strategically, something incredible happens. Your blood sugar stays stable, your energy feels even, and your hunger stays quiet. You don't get that mid-morning crash or the need to snack constantly. Your body starts relying on stored fat for energy, which means you're burning calories even as you sit, think, and breathe. And when you finally do eat later in the day, your insulin response is more efficient. You process food better, you store less fat, and you feel lighter overall. Over time, this becomes effortless. You'll notice that just by shifting the timing of what you drink and eat, your body feels more in tune. You wake up more alert, your digestion improves, and your cravings for sugar start to fade. It's not because you're forcing anything. It's because your metabolism is working with you, not against you. The beauty of this rhythm is that it's consistent. Every morning, your body gives you a fresh opportunity to set the tone. It's a reset button for your metabolism. You can use it to build momentum day after day until fat burning becomes your body's natural state. And that's where sustainable transformation happens, not from restriction, but from rhythm. The first thing you consume each morning is more than just a habit, it's a signal. Get that signal right, and everything else begins to align. When you master the timing, your metabolism follows your lead. This drink isn't magic, it's biology. When people hear about something that melts fat, they often assume it's just another gimmick, another quick fix that promises overnight results. But what makes this morning drink different is that it works with your body's natural chemistry, not against it. It doesn't trick your metabolism, it activates it. It's rooted in the science of how your cells make and use energy, how your hormones communicate, and how your mitochondria, the power plants inside every cell, decide whether to burn fat or store it. When you wake up, your body is slightly dehydrated, your metabolism is idle, and your cells are ready for fuel. The right combination of ingredients in this drink sends a powerful message to your system. It's time to wake up the fat-burning machinery. It's not just about losing weight, it's about metabolic efficiency. When your mitochondria function properly, you don't just burn fat faster, you produce cleaner energy. You feel sharper, lighter, and more focused because your body is running on its preferred fuel, fat, not sugar. Let's look at what's really happening beneath the surface. When you consume this drink, a few things occur almost instantly. First, your hydration status improves. Every metabolic reaction in your body requires water. After hours of sleep, your blood becomes more concentrated, and your cells are slightly stressed. Hydrating with a mineral-rich, low-calorie drink helps rebalance electrolytes and allows fat to be mobilized more efficiently. Without hydration, even the best fat-burning hormones can't function properly. Next comes the hormonal signaling. The drink's ingredients, things like apple cider vinegar, lemon, cinnamon, and caffeine from natural sources, work together to lower your body's insulin response while enhancing insulin sensitivity. In simple terms, that means your cells become better at using energy rather than storing it. Apple cider vinegar helps reduce blood sugar spikes, lemon juice supports the liver in metabolizing fat, cinnamon slows the absorption of glucose, and caffeine or catechins from coffee or tea increase thermogenesis, your body's ability to burn calories as heat. It's a beautiful chain reaction. Insulin stays low, energy increases, and your fat stores begin to unlock. Your liver plays a crucial role in this process. It's your body's central hub for metabolism, and it decides whether fat gets burned or stored. When your liver is burdened with toxins, excess sugar, or constant insulin spikes, it slows down. But the compounds in this drink gently support liver function, helping it process fat more efficiently and clear out metabolic waste. When your liver is clean and responsive, your fat-burning engine runs smoothly all day. Another key player here is the mitochondria. Think of them as the spark plugs of your metabolism. The ingredients in this drink help stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new, healthy mitochondria. The more of these tiny engines you have, the more energy you produce and the more fat you can burn. This is why, over time, people who use this drink consistently notice sustained energy instead of relying on caffeine highs and crashes. Their cells are literally running more efficiently. It's also important to talk about inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons the body resists fat loss. Inflammation raises cortisol, disrupts insulin sensitivity, and slows down metabolism. The antioxidants and polyphenols found in ingredients like lemon and tea help combat that. They neutralize free radicals, calm inflammation, and restore hormonal harmony. That's what allows your body to shift from protect mode to burn mode. When inflammation drops, fat burning becomes effortless. Now, this isn't just about the drink itself, it's about what it represents. It's a signal, a reset, a biochemical cue that tells your body it's safe to burn fat again. Most people are stuck in a constant cycle of feeding, spiking insulin, and never giving the body a chance to catch its breath. But when you start your morning with something that lowers insulin, supports your liver, and hydrates your cells, you create the perfect internal environment for fat metabolism. The best part is that you'll start to feel the difference long before you see it. Your brain feels clearer, your energy feels more stable, and your cravings start to fade. That's because your body is finally using its own fat as a steady energy source. Over time, that adds up to visible changes, especially around the belly, where insulin resistance tends to show up first. This isn't about deprivation, it's about precision. Every ingredient, every sip, works with your body's natural systems instead of fighting them. It's science made simple, helping your body do what it was designed to do all along: burn fat efficiently, even when you're resting. And when your body begins to work for you instead of against you, that's when the transformation truly begins. Every ingredient in this morning drink serves a purpose. It's not random, it's intentional. Each one works on a specific system in your body: your blood sugar, your liver, your gut, your hormones, to create a chain reaction that keeps you in fat-burning mode for hours. When they come together, it's not just a drink, it's a formula that communicates directly with your metabolism. That's what makes it powerful. It's not about one miracle ingredient, it's about how they all work in synergy. Let's start with apple cider vinegar. This simple, ancient ingredient does something extraordinary. It lowers your blood sugar response to food. When you drink it before eating, it helps reduce the spike in insulin that normally happens after a meal. That means your body stays in fat-burning mode instead of switching to fat-storing mode. It also slows down the rate at which food leaves your stomach, which keeps you full longer and reduces cravings throughout the day. But there's more. Apple cider vinegar also activates an enzyme called AMPK, which is like a metabolic switch that tells your body to start burning fat for fuel instead of storing it. It's your body's natural fat activation signal. Then there's lemon juice. Simple, refreshing, but incredibly effective. Lemon helps your liver, which is the metabolic command center of your body. Every gram of fat that's burned passes through the liver first. Lemon juice provides a gentle detoxifying effect, flushing out toxins and improving bile flow. Bile is critical for breaking down fat. Without enough of it, fat metabolism slows to a crawl. Lemon also contains vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps repair cells and reduce inflammation, which keeps your metabolism running smoothly. Now, let's talk about cinnamon, a spice that's more like a metabolic secret weapon. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity, meaning your cells respond better to insulin and require less of it to do the same job. Lower insulin equals more fat burning. It also slows the digestion of carbohydrates, preventing rapid glucose spikes that trigger hunger and cravings. On top of that, cinnamon's antioxidant properties reduce inflammation in the fat cells themselves, making it easier for your body to release stored fat. Caffeine, when used strategically, amplifies the entire effect. Found naturally in black coffee or green tea, caffeine stimulates thermogenesis, the body's process of burning calories to produce heat. It activates your sympathetic nervous system, increasing your metabolic rate and mobilizing stored fatty acids into the bloodstream to be used as fuel. But the key is moderation. Too much caffeine can raise cortisol, the stress hormone, which can actually slow fat loss. The right dose, like a small cup of black coffee or green tea, gives you focus, energy, and enhanced fat oxidation without overstressing your system. Green tea deserves its own spotlight because it adds another layer to the fat burning process. The catechins, particularly EGCG, work hand in hand with caffeine to increase thermogenesis and improve fat metabolism. They also help suppress appetite and stabilize blood sugar levels. Green tea's compounds have been shown to target belly fat specifically, the most stubborn and hormonally sensitive fat in the body. It's no wonder this combination has been part of traditional medicine for centuries. It's natural, effective, and completely in tune with human physiology. And then there's Himalayan salt, a small but vital piece of the puzzle. Many people forget that during fasting or low-carb eating, the body loses electrolytes, especially sodium. Without replenishing it, you end up feeling fatigued, dizzy, or mentally foggy. Just a pinch of mineral-rich salt restores that balance, supporting nerve function, hydration, and muscle performance. It also helps manage cortisol, which keeps your stress response stable and prevents that mid-morning crash. When you put all of these together, apple cider vinegar, lemon, cinnamon, coffee, or tea, then a touch of salt, you create a synergy that addresses every angle of metabolism. You're lowering insulin, stabilizing blood sugar, hydrating cells, boosting mitochondrial energy, and calming inflammation, all at once. And what's beautiful is that these are not artificial compounds, they're natural ingredients your body already knows how to use. You're not forcing your metabolism, you're guiding it. The power lies in consistency. One glass won't transform your metabolism overnight, but when you make this a daily habit, your hormones begin to stabilize, your cravings fade, and your energy remains steady all day. Over time, your body learns this rhythm. The fat that once clung stubbornly begins to release, your digestion improves, and your sleep gets deeper because your blood sugar and cortisol are finally balanced. When you nourish your body with intention, when every sip serves a purpose, you stop fighting against it. You're not chasing results anymore. You're aligning with how your body was designed to function. That's when transformation becomes effortless. Here's the fascinating part. When you start your day right, you don't just set yourself up to burn fat during the day. You actually set your hormones in motion to continue burning fat even while you sleep. Most people think what happens during the day stays in the day, but your body doesn't work like that. Every choice you make from the moment you wake up affects how your metabolism behaves at night. The body is constantly communicating with itself, constantly responding to signals. When those signals are balanced during the day, your body carries that stability into your sleep. And that's when real transformation happens, quietly overnight. The reason this drink helps you burn fat even as you rest has to do with hormonal alignment. Fat burning isn't random. It's a hormonal process controlled primarily by insulin, cortisol, and growth hormone. When insulin is high, fat burning shuts off. When insulin is low and growth hormone rises, your body starts breaking down stored fat for energy. Now here's where most people go wrong. They start their mornings with sugar, caffeine overload, or processed foods. That sends insulin and cortisol soaring. And by the time night comes, those hormones are still elevated, making it impossible for the body to access its fat stores. The result, you store more fat overnight instead of burning it. But when you begin the morning with something that steadies insulin and reduces stress on the body, everything shifts. That balance carries forward. Your blood sugar stays more stable throughout the day, and your cortisol follows a healthy rhythm. It rises in the morning when you need energy and drops at night when your body needs to rest. This creates the ideal hormonal environment for fat burning during sleep. When insulin and cortisol stay low at night, your body switches gears. It releases growth hormone, a natural fat burning and repair hormone that peaks while you sleep. This is when cellular repair, detoxification, and deep fat metabolism occur. You see, fat loss doesn't just happen in the gym or during your fast. It happens in the quiet hours of the night when your body finally has the space to heal and reset. The liver starts metabolizing stored fat into ketones, which fuel your brain while you rest. Your cells repair damage, inflammation goes down, and energy production becomes more efficient. But all of this only happens when insulin isn't interfering. That's why lowering insulin during the day is the single most powerful way to unlock fat burning at night. When you wake up and consume this specific drink, you're not just hydrating or suppressing appetite, you're setting the hormonal rhythm for the next 24 hours. You're teaching your body how to regulate insulin, manage cortisol, and sustain fat metabolism naturally. By the time you go to bed, those same hormones are still following your lead. Your blood sugar is steady, your cortisol has calmed, and your body has permission to access its fat stores for energy. And because the drink also supports the liver, it ensures that overnight fat metabolism runs efficiently. The liver acts as a filter, processing everything from toxins to hormones to fatty acids. When it's functioning optimally, it converts fat into usable energy instead of storing it. That's why people who incorporate this kind of ritual often notice they sleep better, wake up lighter, and feel mentally clearer in the morning. It's not a coincidence, it's physiology. When your body burns fat at night, you not only lose weight more effectively, but also wake up refreshed because your sleep cycles are more restorative. Deep sleep is where your metabolism heals. When you're in that deep phase, your body releases growth hormone, balances leptin and ghrelin, the hunger hormones, and repairs tissue. In other words, good sleep and fat loss are not separate goals, they're part of the same hormonal system. The secret is that your body can't be in repair mode and storage mode at the same time. It has to choose one, and the choice is determined by the hormonal tone you set during the day. If you spike insulin early and often, your body stays in storage mode around the clock. But if you keep it low, nourish your cells properly, and maintain hydration, your body transitions into repair and burn mode automatically. The drink simply acts as the trigger that initiates this entire process. It gives your body permission to keep burning fat long after the day is done. When you understand this, fat loss stops feeling like a struggle. You realize that you don't have to do more, you just have to do things in the right order. The body already knows how to heal and how to burn fat, it just needs the right environment. Every sip, every choice throughout the day, prepares you for that powerful fat burning cycle at night. When your days and nights finally work together instead of against each other, fat loss becomes effortless, even while you sleep. The real secret isn't just in the drink, it's in turning it into a ritual. You see, one good choice doesn't change your body, it's the repetition of good choices that reprograms your metabolism over time. The body thrives on consistency. It listens to patterns, not promises. When you start your day with this simple, intentional routine, day after day, you're not just consuming a drink, you're reinforcing a biological message. You're teaching your body to expect balance, to expect low insulin, and to expect fat burning as its new normal. When you wake up, that first moment is a blank slate. Your hormones are sensitive, your metabolism is waiting for a cue, and your cells are listening for direction. You can choose to start with chaos, sugar, caffeine overload, stress, or you can start with clarity, hydration, and balance. That morning drink becomes the anchor. It's not just about what's in the cup, it's about what it represents: eye control, awareness, and self-alignment. It's a reminder that your health doesn't come from extremes, it comes from small, steady actions repeated with intention. Over time, this ritual begins to reshape your habits without effort. When you begin your day by supporting your metabolism, you naturally make better decisions throughout the day. Your appetite regulates itself. You no longer feel the need to snack mindlessly or reach for quick fixes because your blood sugar remains stable. Your mind feels clearer, and your energy is steady, not because of caffeine or stimulants, but because your body is finally producing its own energy from stored fat. That internal balance becomes addictive in the best way possible. It feels good to feel good. The key is to treat this as more than a quick challenge or a temporary detox. It's a lifestyle signal. When you make it a daily ritual, it rewires your brain's relationship with food, energy, and discipline. The body starts craving the rhythm of stability, not the roller coaster of highs and crashes. You begin to notice that you wake up feeling lighter, not bloated. You're not desperate for breakfast first thing because your insulin is under control and your body is still burning fat from the night before. That's the metabolic flexibility we're aiming for, the ability to switch between burning sugar and fat seamlessly. The other beauty of this habit is how sustainable it is. It doesn't require fancy supplements, expensive ingredients, or strict meal plans. It's accessible, simple, and grounded in real science. And because it works with your biology instead of against it, your body doesn't fight it, it adapts to it. The more consistent you are, the easier it gets. You won't need willpower forever. Once your body and brain experience the steady energy, the improved focus, and the lighter feeling throughout the day, It becomes something you look forward to. And there's another layer to this. This daily ritual isn't just physical, it's psychological. It's a form of mindfulness, taking a few minutes in the morning to prepare the drink, to breathe, to hydrate, to center yourself. It sets the tone for the entire day. It slows you down, grounds you, and puts you in charge. In a world where most people rush straight into stress, screens, and stimulants, this small act becomes a quiet declaration that you're not just surviving, you're choosing to thrive. Over the weeks, you'll start noticing subtle shifts that build into powerful results. Your clothes fit differently. Your sleep becomes deeper. Your focus sharpens. You no longer feel like you're dragging your body through the day. It feels like it's finally working with you, not against you. That's because your hormones are sensing. Your liver is efficient and your metabolism is flexible. You've stopped fighting biology and started partnering with it. The truth is, real change doesn't come from massive effort. It comes from consistent signals. When you repeat the right action enough times, your body learns. It memorizes balance. It expects calm instead of chaos, steady energy instead of spikes and crashes, fat burning instead of storage. The morning drink is simply the messenger. The real transformation happens because you showed up every morning and told your body the same story. We're in control. We're balanced. We're burning fat, not storing it. So don't think of it as a drink. Think of it as a daily decision that rewires your biology one morning at a time. Because when you make that choice every day, your body listens, your metabolism transforms, and your results become inevitable. Consistency is the real secret to fat loss, and it starts with one small ritual done with purpose every single morning.